Warning, F-bombs are armed and may be dropped. Clip, magazine, deck, floor, bulkhead, wall. What do all these things have in common? Well, they're actually the technical words for different things for different types of professionals. I was a sailor, all right? I do not talk about floors unless I'm talking about the sea floor. I will never, ever walk on a floor. Now, there is a little bit of an exception to that, right? But generally speaking, you will never hear me say the words walk on the floor or put it on the floor, because I was a sailor and my profession says you don't talk about the floor unless you really mean it. On the other hand, this is very important. When I'm talking to somebody who wasn't a sailor and they say the floor, I don't correct them. And I don't sit there and yell at them and say, you're not really a boater or a sailor or whatever because you said floor. No, I don't generally do that. Right? Now, if it's somebody who's a professional mariner, like a salver or a tugboat, and they say that is going to get my attention. Now, this is kind of a call out to those of you who say, you're not really a gun guy because you said clip. Now, somebody did that to me once. And the amazing part is, he was talking about the M1 Delta, which is a M14 variant. I thought he was talking about M1 Delta Grand variant, so I did say clip. And I do know the difference between a clip and a magazine, right? But this guy pissed me off so much because he tried to confuse me that after that, I started saying clip deliberately just to piss people off. That's it. That's the only reason. Now, I'm not the only one who's played that I know, but I'm going to piss you off anyway game. All right? And I could name a couple names that I've caught doing that. Do as I say, not as I do. Right? Yeah. I caught you doing that. And I'm okay with that. I'm also okay with if it's somebody who's a professional and makes a mistake and you, hey, politely like, hey, buddy, I think you meant magazine, right? Okay, fine. But if you're a professional and you're trying to, mock or insult somebody that you know is not a professional because they made a mistake like that, you're not a professional. And I'm not going to treat you like one. I'm not going to throw people under the bus because I'm not sure how they feel about being called out for doing it right. But there's two names I have in mind in particular that have gone out of their way to say it wrong when they know they're working with somebody who's not a professional. There's one guy, unfortunately, I don't know his name. I only saw him on Twitter one time, who tried that shit with me, and fuck you, right? If you're dealing with somebody and you don't know they're a professional, treat them as if they're not. If you're dealing with somebody you know is a professional, treat them with respect. Tolerate an occasional irregularity, all right? And quietly say it off to the side. If you can't meet a simple matter of civility, You shouldn't call yourself a professional, and you really, really shouldn't be calling anybody out. Until then, keep calm, mandatory carry on.